Hey everybody, it's Team Sleepy Time, and we have Arturo here. And what'd you do over the weekend?
I topped case event, got fourth after Swiss. Did lose in top eight, but it was team kill, so at least it was that. But yeah, deck was pretty good. So
And so, what'd you play?
I played Yubel, so like
Best
that
deck?
Yu-Gi-Oh GX. Yeah, used to be best deck.
So, all right, let's get into it.
All right, so nothing new. Played one of OG, one the second one. Some people talk about cutting this one, but you just can't. Like games 2 and 3, when you go second, sometimes I cut this and sometimes I regret it. So it's just really tough. But I definitely think you need to at least main it for now, for sure.
Makes sense.
And then 2, Spirit gets you access to make Rudras. Can also help you live through Tempai if you just keep it in hand. So it's just part of your engine. So 2 is just mandatory. 3, Lotus.
The plant.
This card alone can do so much. 3 is just mandatory, of course, nothing new.
Yep.
Another copy of Lotus or Squirmer or the Lurie. So of course,
Even in the art, sort of.
yeah, it is in the art. 1 Squirmer. I'm only playing 1 just because of space. I already play like 45 cards. I would love to play 2, but I opted for playing more 1-card starters versus another extender. But I never really missed the second one. Usually, if you get another turn and you have a bunch of stuff in the grave, you can keep on playing. You don't really need the Squirmer, but I would just like to have it. But it was fine at 1. Of course, you play the 1 Nightmare Pain.
And has that become pretty standard?
I've seen some people running 2. I just think that, especially with More Charming, the new More Charming, like you need to just play other cards to help you counter your opponent rather than just rely on this. Like it's another way to like beat your opponent. But I would like to put 2, but again, I'd rather have cards to help me stop my opponent rather than just advance me. But yeah. We played the 1 Terraforming, so we have 4 actual copies of Nightmare Throne. This card's insane. Whenever this card sticks, the deck's just totally different. And helps you recycle your Phantoms, so of course, gotta max out. We are playing the Dark Beckoning Beast package. Not much to say. It's not 1. We'd play 3 if we could, but 1-card starter gets you into the full combo. Like I said, I wanted to play more 1-card starters, so played the 1 Lurie, the 1 Lacrima, the 3 Engraver, and the 2 Tract. All these are 1-card starters to get you into the combo. You'll be fiend locked, but like I said, I wanted more 1-card starters, so it's also good extenders. So you can start off here, and then if your opponent tries to ash you or stop you, you can just keep on playing with your other cards. So I really like this. So I like that ratio.
Always seems strong to me.
Yeah. Of course, we play the Unchained package. I prefer the Pop Trap right now.
For sure.
Just to, we don't have access to Appaloosa anymore, so popping something on opponent's board, or if you get Dark Ruler no more, you can still interact because of this trap. So I think this is just the right way to go.
And I swear Red Dog's like the best brick ever.
Yes, this actually
It puts in work all the time.
This actually helped me a lot during the weekend. Just dodge like imperms or something. So it's just insane. We have to play this, I think, now. The Fuwalo.
The God card.
Yeah, the new Will Charming is just so busted in this deck, so I just think you have to main it, unfortunately. But the times I've seen it, of course, it's busted. It's called by. Of course, we play the new Will Charming.
The other God card.
It did put in work against me when it was dropped on me, and then of course it also put in work against my opponents when I dropped it on them. So yeah, of course it's the new Diamaxi. Gotta play it at 3, even though it's a go in second card. And of course, this is mandatory because of the new one charming.
Indeed.
So, like this is the new god card against the other god card, so gotta play 3. I played 3 Valor. What I noticed the first weekend of the new set was I felt like I didn't have enough hand traps, and so I wasn't playing Valor, and I think this was correct because although I can get Talons, Valor just always felt like it was the right card I needed at that moment.
And any thought about using Moonlit or anything like that, or was it always going to be Valor?
I think if I had more room in the deck, I would do Moonlit. I actually played 2 Ogre, and so I
Okay.
think it would be either I would switch out the Moonlits for these, but these actually perform pretty well. Hitting my opponent's Deception was really good, and then also the Mirror just hitting like their Nightmare Pain or their opening the Spirit Gates, like it just put in work. So it's really tough to tell the format being so early right now, but I definitely think all those 3 hand traps are really good. So it's just hard to tell. I did play 3 Bestials. The reason for this was, with this deck, getting into Fiendsmith combo gets you into the full combo of the deck. So having bodies gets you into that.
Yep.
And so
Any 2
this,
monsters.
right. So it actually, against the Snake Eye decks, these actually aren't that bad. Against the Fire King version, you can actually banish their IP because they want to get it back with Amblowell. And against the Fiendsmith version, like, of course, you just banish your Fiendsmith. So it wasn't actually that bad. I played against 1 Fire King and 2 Snake Eye as a Fiendsmith. And so it was pretty decent. So I don't think it's wrong to main them, but like I said, it's still early in the format, so we'll keep seeing, but I think it was pretty good.
I saw in the room in general, I saw a bunch of Bestials, and they looked like they were putting in work for everybody.
Yeah, like I think, like I never think it's that bad. And then of course 3 Imperm, it's
Yep.
Imperm.
Absolutely.
That was 45 cards. Like I said, I was trying to keep the deck as low as I could, but had to be 45. So now is the extra deck. Got some cool tokens.
The best.
Yubel, of course. Played 2 Phantom. We have the Nightmare Throne that can recycle them, and I did it a few times. Also, if you destroy Soul of Rage, you can also recycle this. So
Which is a little spicy.
yeah. So I mean, I would like to play 3, but as long as you play correctly, it shouldn't be that big of an issue. Yeah. And then the 1 Desiree, I mean, it's just part of the combo, gets you more Omni Negates. And also, when it goes to grave, you just shuffle something back. Like, it's just that good.
But as a play you did on me, you summoned it, you didn't even negate anything with it. You summoned it just to break the board.
Yeah, like, I was trying to put it back on board, but
You didn't even have to.
yeah, I think I messed up that line, but yeah, I mean, just
still clean, though.
sending it to grave and just sending something to grave with its own effect is still really good. So, and of course, Arrow Eater. People talk about it's better than Beatrice. I never played Beatrice whenever she was still legal. This card always is just pretty good. Just the summoning itself back and then getting access to Wave King Caesar is insane. So of course, like I said, gets you into the combo, busted, recursion every turn. So that's it for the fusions. We played 2 Xyzes. Omni Negate, not much to say. Could be really crazy. And then Wave King Caesar can body a bunch of decks by itself. So of course you gotta play it. Played the Fiendsmith Lynx.
Yep.
Not much to say, just part of the combo. Played 2 Yama. I just think it's correct. Also, it's just cool that if you manage a line where you don't need to use both, where maybe you're fiend locked and you can't make like Varudras, and you just need to only use 1 Yama, you can use it on the follow up to add back the Shivara again, and then try to do some combos that way. So, I think it's good. And then the 1 Soul of Rage, and actually I played the 1 Anguish.
Spice.
So of course this is mandatory, but I was actually playing the mirror, and my opponent was just waiting to see if I mained this because he was saying if I main this, then he's gonna scoop because he knows that I can just break the board and just keep on going. And sometimes this deck can have trouble breaking the board, so I opted to play this. Because we have Lacrimal, I cut the Necroquip, and I just really wanted something to help break the board. So
And again, it came up in our match too, and I thought it worked pretty well.
yeah, I really liked it. And of course, the last card's Muckracker. Helps you do the combos, the 1-card combos. So gotta play it.
And the side deck.
Side deck was, I guess, decent. I did play 2 DD Crow. It was mostly for Fire King matchup and Memento. Didn't play any Memento, played 1 Fire King, but my opponent, unfortunately, he just saw 1 starter, no extenders, and I just stopped his 1 starter. But yeah, I think in theory it would be pretty good, especially like in Snake Eyes if they tried to return back their Azamina spell when they have a Fusion Engrave. It'd be pretty busted.
I'll say.
And of course, we played the other Mulcharmy. In other matchups, it's good, but also we just want to keep drawing cards. So
Yep.
having the threat of both is really scary. And that's it for the monster hand traps. I only played 2 Cosmic and the 1 Duster. I originally wasn't going to play this, but I talked to some of my friends and they talked about you probably will see Centurion, so I wanted to have something for it. I didn't want to play Droplets just because sometimes I need the resources in my hand, so I thought Cosmic would be enough for their field spell. And then Duster's Duster. And we play Duster because we played 3 of the Thrust,
Absolutely.
and then a Thrust target Talons. This did come up a couple times. Another Thrust target, another Thrust target. So obviously this is just for when you're going first or second to help you break the board or look at their hand if they try anything funny. And this is for like Snake Eye and Fire King matchups, and then this is for usually just for Tempai. There's other decks that I can hit. I'm trying to think, what was the Xyz deck that I was getting annoyed at? I can't remember the top of my head, but there was
Gimmick Puppet?
no, I think it was I can't think. There was an Xyz deck that I thought, oh, this would be pretty good. Oh, I think Sharks. I was thinking about
Right.
Sharks just got a boost in the new set, so I thought
We do have some Sharks players at our locals and at the other locals, so
yeah. So I thought, if I just get access to this, like even if I don't make a decent board, that deck cannot do anything without Xyz.
Yeah, that's
so
a
as
turn
long-
skip.
Yeah, like literally a turn skip. Like it cannot do anything. And then my last card was just Access Code Talker. In theory, I thought it would come up because, just help me break boards and finish games. Because the issue with this deck is just putting damage on board. Because we just have the Fiendsmith engine just to help us make better boards and break some boards. But as far as making damage, it's hard. It didn't really come up. I always sided him whenever I went second. But going forward, I don't know if I'll play him. I really want to use him, but didn't come up.
yeah, understand. But kind of any last words or thoughts or shout outs in the close here?
I want to shout out, of course, the boys in the chat. Ira, of course, being on the camera. We had to play in Switch, which was unfortunate. We drew. It was a good match. And then we also played in Top Cut, which was a good match. Saturday was Team Kill. And then Corey, Cademan, Mitchell, my son, Maddox, and Cameron for all riding with us and hanging out. The shop, Underworld, of course, for having a great tournament. And the shop here at Picante for, always letting us shoot here or play test or just hang out. And my wife, of course, always supporting me. But yeah, I lost most of the dice rolls with the deck. The deck's still really good. It's just the new Mulcharmy really puts a damper on things. But you can still make plays even with that new Mulcharmy. You just got to know them or see the line. And sometimes even with like Spirit Yubel, you can hold that and just rely on your hand trap. So I'd say don't give up on the deck. Just be careful, build your deck accordingly. But yeah, that's
Cool.
it.
Well, like I agree. I think deck still is pretty impressively strong. But thanks for the profile, and it's Team Sleepy Time signing out. Peace.